Hey, what is going on, you sexy beast? VatiWah here, and welcome to another episode of Follow from Mod Review Boobpocalypse. This is a mod review that has a story to connect all the mods and episodes together so we can joke about it and laugh about it. Rebby's squid follower has been tentacling, training her slaves all day long, and during that time, Rebby, my character, has been napping with her followers because she was feeling lazy. Animated Beds Proof of Concept by Flipdeezy allows you to finally lay on a bed to get some shut-eye. The beds can be built in the furniture section of the build menu, and the reason why I mention that is that there are two different beds that can be built, one that you can sit on and the other one that you sleep on. Now the one that you can sit on is the one that we want, and that's the one where you can lay down on a bed. So right here are 4 beds, and Rebby's followers will demonstrate each one. Curry here can sleep in a sleeping bag so she can get data on how sleeping works. Now I have the sleeping bag right here just so you guys can see how sleeping works on the floor. The animation is just a default vanilla one, but it's something that many people don't really take notice of. Next, Piper will be sleeping on his dirty, moldy mattress, and she's going to be getting on the mattress from the right hand side, which makes a big difference in regards to the animation. And I think the bed is big enough for 2 people, so let's get Evelyn right here, my other follower, to cuddle with Piper. And it seems that when you get on the mattress from the left hand side, the animation is a little bit more complex and longer. Here is Wintermute. She is sleeping on an actual bed. She is sleeping like a baby. It is the same thing as a sleeping bag, except you are not kneeling down since the bed is higher off the ground. Finally, Kate here is gonna sleep on the best bed. However, I think Rebby here is gonna cuddle and join with Kate. Now you probably noticed that they all sleep facing to the right hand side. This is how it looks like when you get out of bed, and it does seem a little bit quicker than getting into the bed. Okay, Kate, it is your turn. Wakey wakey. Here. Yeah, she seems a little bit sluggish. Rebby recently got some face tattoos and other facial details, so she should probably get something for her body as well. Vex's CBBE tattoos by Vexenonify adds tattoo all over the player's body with some intriguing art and beauty. Now the first one is the skull tattoo. There is an eagle on Rebby's chest, and it looks like it's taking a poo, and the poo is turning into a party, which has a tiger, a skull with wings, and a few ladies. And a few of the ladies have some kind of disguise or costume, one of the ladies have a Native American attire. Now on the back there is a giant skull on it, and basically the entire theme of these tattoos is maybe it's like a celebration of like the Mexican holiday Day of the Dead or something. Now the wasteland is full of danger, death, and decay, so this tattoo might make you look a little bit more tough so no one will mess with you. Now the second tattoo is called Flower. There is a heart with a lock on it on Rebby's chest. It says love, die, never, and yep, no love for VatiWah ever. But yeah, the majority of the tattoos are flowers except for a butterfly right here, which is fine since butterflies and flowers go together anyways. Now interestingly, there's another Native American tattoo that's also featured on the back. One of nature, I suppose. There's even a tramp stamp located above the butt cheeks. Overall, these sets of tattoos right here are a little bit more feminine compared to the skull ones. The tattoos will require another mod called the unique body mod just so your character is the only one that has a tattoo, because it would be very strange if every female in the game has the same exact tattoo. Now if these tattoos are not your style, and if you recently bought this Blizzard game, then these other tattoos might be better for you. Goodbye Commonwealth Overwatch tattoos for CBBE by Flinetic is a set of tattoos featuring characters from the recently released Blizzard game called Overwatch, which I have and it's pretty fun to play. Emblazoned on the chest is the Overwatch title, and it's kind of one way to get people's attention and to advertise. And then there are various characters like Farah, the missile spamming Egyptian, Diva, which I've seen plenty of adult fan art of her if you know what I mean, and finally there's Tracer, who kinda have enough of Black Widow. Now on the back there is a big tattoo of Black Widow showing off the area where the web comes out. The mod author does seem to favor Tracer and Black Widow since there are multiple tattoos of them. Of course there are various other characters and male characters that are featured as well on other parts of the body. And that being said, it seems that there are some characters that are missing like Bastion, Mei, Symmetra, Mercy, and a few others. And I'm gonna tell you guys I bought Overwatch because of all the Overwatch fan art, if you guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean, right? You guys know. Anyways, I think the pool area needs some decorations, particularly on the ugly concrete on the side of the pool. Paintings by Madeleine Ink by Tenamil and Madeleine contains 25 very sexy portraits that you can place around your house or pool to make it look fancy. There are 2 different sizes, a big one that you can hang on the wall and a small one that's placed on a table. Now there are 25 different pictures and each picture even has its own unique picture frame, and I'm gonna be going through each one of them and sometimes make stupid lewd comments just so you guys could see each picture a little bit longer. We have a Niero right here who is a one-winged demon. Now maybe she's like a succubus or something. Aqua Eclipse. Now I'm not quite sure what show or game she's from. Black Hanekawa. She's from an anime called Bakemonogatari. Now she's a nerd that becomes a sexy werecat. Chi is from a very old school anime called Chobits. Cortana here is from Halo, and anyone here has a wet dreams of Cortana? Come on, admit it. I'm sure all of you gamers have had, dreams of Cortana. Come on. Now, I'm not quite sure who Amiya is. Is it like a guy or a very flat-chested girl? Here is Fallout Girl. She has a strong arm to handle the fat man. Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. Even in the show, she was hot as fuck. A female Han Solo sitting on Jabba the Hutt. Now I kind of wonder if there's any adult fan. Okay, never mind. Hey, Jabba and Rebby both own slaves. What a coincidence. Ilya von Einsberg. I'm not quite sure where she's from, what game or what anime she's from. Lulu here is from Final Fantasy. I want to snoo that Lulu. Anyone get that reference? Anyone? Futurama? Anyways, Miranda here is from Mass Effect, and we gotta romance her every time in Mass Effect. Now, Princess Peach right here is always being taken by Bowser. I bet she likes getting kidnapped. Rei Ayanami from Evangelion. That's a very nice ass right there in that very tight ass suit. Now, I do prefer Asuka Langley instead. Now, Riku right here is from Final Fantasy. My first exposure to adult 3D art was to RG Babes, and it had Riku in it. Rogue from X-Men, that's one girl that you don't want to touch, she'll probably suck the life out of your dick, no pun intended. Saber is the waifu of many otakus out there, not mine though, so don't get mad at me, no competition. Now I think Sailor Moon might be the first anime that I've ever seen, I don't know, I think it is. That's probably why I'm so fucked up in the head. Now Santa's little helper right here, now she's sucking on a candy cane and she's probably making it into a weapon, she's making it sharp. And I would like to eat her bra though, it looks kind of yummy. Tosaka right here, now she's in the same series and anime as Saber, so who here has her as a waifu? I don't know if anyone has her as a waifu, probably not as much as Saber. Triss right here is the hottest picture so far, so where's Yennefer and Ciri? Man, there's something hotter than that fire right now. The Woodland Nymph looks to be an original creation, and it doesn't look like she's from a game or a show. Yuna right here is from Final Fantasy. Now I don't really like her very much, mainly because of Titus, that dude was very annoying in that game. Princess Zelda right here and the Triforce, and we all know that Ganondorf is after one thing, to fill in that Triforce if you guys know what I mean. Now the last one is also Triss from Witcher 3, however it's not as hot as the other picture, and I kinda wonder where are the other 3 Witcher girls? Now these are the paintings that I like the most. I pick out the ones that are the most sultry looking. Anyways, you are probably sick and tired of listening to VatiWah spew his nonsense for the last few minutes. Remember, in the previous episode, Rebby needed some defense to guard her pool, her followers, her slaves, and now these paintings. Now the first thing Rebby's gonna need is a new outfit. Evil Detective by GrinnginUrchen is based on a detective outfit from a scary game called The Evil Within. The outfit consists of a white shirt with the sleeves rolled up. There is a pair of gun holsters underneath her arms. Around her waist is a corset. Now the denim jeans right here are covered in paint, dirt, and other mysterious dry liquids, although I don't remember it being that dirty in the game. Now there is another holster for her handgun around her waist as well, and finally at bottom there's a pair of high heel boots. Now I haven't really played the Evil Within game before, it looks too spooky and too scary, however I imagine wearing anything other than a bikini would be necessary if we're to defend our property. The Evil Detective outfit can be crafted at the Armorsmith workbench. Now I have not really reviewed a weapon in a while. Now there is a weapon that goes with the Evil Detective outfit. The Mauser by GrinnginUrchen is a very recognizable and iconic weapon that was used in World War I and World War II. Now there is no other weapon like the C96 Mauser semi-automatic pistol. It fires a 9mm parabellum round, and millions were made by many different companies around the world. Right now I will be firing the weapon at these gas cans, and take note of the animation of the gun. When the gun is fired, the bolt of the gun comes out of the rear and it cocks the hammer again. Now the Mauser can be modded, and there are the usual receiver, barrel, grip, and scope mounts that can be added, so I will be making one to show you guys. Now this one right here looks like a blaster that Han Solo would use in Star Wars. The handgun uses 10mm rounds, and yeah, the pistol does look a little bit more intimidating with all the mods and attachments. Wait a second, the spent casings get ejected from the top of the gun, right? But there's a scope in the way, how does that work? Uh-oh, well, I'm sure it's just an oversight in the design. Now, if the Mauser handgun is too puny for you, there's the CROSS PlasRail by Niero, which is the best sci-fi looking weapon that I've seen for Fallout 4 so far. So let's go start with the mods first. There are 6 different styles of paint jobs that can be added to the PlasRail, and I will be showing you guys some later on when I test out the weapons. Now we can also mod the barrel, so we can turn it into a total of 6 different weapons. Each one has a unique firing mode. The next one is the stock. There are a few different stocks and as well as blades that can be added onto the stocks for additional bash damage. Now the core right here is kind of like the receiver of a regular weapon. They kind of look like heat sinks, and you know, actually they are heat sinks, you know, kind of like what you would see on a video card or a CPU. Now there is a few custom sights that can be added, and you will see some of them when I test out the weapon. There is a slide right here where the ammo is going to be loaded. You can also attach a flashlight to the bottom of the gun as well. And finally, there is a few dozen different paint jobs as well. And I will be showing you guys some of these later on. And you know, I do see a few that I do like. And now that I think about it, it kind of reminds me of skins that you would get from Counter-Strike Go or something. And you know me, I'm probably going to pick the brightest flashy color for the PlasRail. This here is a standard PlasRail. It is using the Chinese paint job. Now, even though I'm Chinese, I can't really read any of it. Actually, never mind. I think right here it says fire. Now, I will be firing the PlasRail gun, so please take note of the custom sound effects, the different parts of the gun, and animation. It fires a ball of green plasma. This one right here is the arc cannon. It's using a violet and pink color scheme. It kind of reminds me of D.Va from Overwatch, which is kind of the reason why I chose this color. The arc cannon fires multiple long-range plasma lightning. Now the next one is the Plasma Burst Flamer. This one has a pink color scheme to it with some areas that are white and teal. It kind of reminds me of D.Va. Well, actually everything reminds me of D.Va these days. Now the Flamer fires a puff of plasma and it will light enemies on fire. A nice green, eerie green fire. Now this one right here is a Crystallizer. Now it is using the civil paint job. It fires 6 plasma shards, and when it hits enemies it causes bleeding, and it kind of works like a shotgun. And the last gun right here is the disc launcher. It has a blue and red paint job. It kind of reminds me of maybe like Spider-Man or something. This weapon fires a small disc and which explodes on impact. Now, it would have been cool if it cuts enemies in half, like, you know, like the Destructo Diff from Dragon Ball Z or something. Now the Plasma Railgun is absolutely a weapons mod that you must get if you want something flashy, cool, and it makes you feel like you got a brand new toy. The mod actor is very talented in making something very highly customizable and a stylish mod. Perhaps maybe Rebby here should hire a new follower to be a guard. T0R1 Victoria Standalone Companion by CCClover is a follower that has a very clever name. T0R1 is Tori, which is short for Victoria. Tori can be found just standing in Sanctuary. She can be recruited and she has her own dialogue option.
Hey, just the person I wanted to see. You sure you want to travel with me?
All right, big guy. Let's go.
I need your help, absolutely.
Tori is wearing a X92 Corsair suit by Deserter X. She is a synth, which is perfect because I do have another follower that is also a synth, you know, Wintermute. Yay, they can be like sisters or something. She has blonde hair and yellow-green eyes, and I do like the hairstyle, which is from the Commonwealth cuts by I'm Arwen, and I really like the side braids or cornrows or whatever you want to call them. Now in battle, she uses a laser rifle and powers up before going into battle. She is a synth, so she does dress like one, and she uses the same weaponry. Now since she is new, I think Rebby here might want to test her out, you know, if you guys know what I mean. Anyways, I think this is it for this episode. If you enjoy, make sure to bang that like and subscribe button, bang it good. I'm also looking for people who want to play some Overwatch with me and maybe make a video with, you know, someone from the USA, and if you think you're good or decent at the game. And I want to make like a video of like a hot orgy of 6 tracers or 6 flowers or something. That would be so fucking awesome. Let me know in the comment section below, or maybe private message me on Twitter, on YouTube if you're interested. You know, May is almost ending, by the way. The month of May is almost ending. If you want to donate to my Patreon, you can have your name at the end of the video, and as well as a shout out as a thank you and other stuff. Well then, stay sexy my friends. Stay sexy my fellow vault dwellers. With Follower by M150 is the best mod ever for Fallout 4, and I'm being serious, very dead serious. Now in the build menu there is a squid workbench that can be crafted, and through here we can craft a squid armor for our character. We can also craft armor and you know when people lie, huh? Okay, I do not want to get under your clothes. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? Oh, user Nord Instinct right there. The mod can also allow you to recruit your soda in the form of Caitlyn.